find you very rude.
The Novympia channel is made possible by our gorgeous patrons who get early access, exclusive content and buyer's remorse. And a Selma Hayek to our newest patrons, Daniel Gawley, Alex Contreras, Jenny E, Humble Pie, Joel, Liam Page, Aaron Scott, Sam MacArthur and Bav T. Let's start the shit show.
The amount of times we've had to ask Charmaine, are you ready? Are you recording? And she's like, oh, shit on it. Oh, you better crop it because like I'm wearing these shorts and like I don't want them in the video.
Shit on it. Well, good evening and welcome to Game Night with your girls. We've been doing this throughout the lockdown. Every weekend, Saturday night is like game night.
Saturday night.
And I like the way you move. Baby.
It's party time, you know, I'll take you to the top.
I'll cut that out. I'll cut her out.
Yeah.
We've done quizzes. What have we done, Shah? The weakest link. We've done celebrity nudes.
Celebrity nudes. We've done Nova or Yessa.
Yeah, we've done that. Nova or Yessa was a great one.
Sharona.
Sharona. So this evening we're going to play a game, a round of Would I Lie to You? And this is going to be Nova versus Olympia versus... Cut to Charmaine pouring herself a vodka coke.
Well, I was running late, wasn't I?
Any words for the viewers, Charmaine?
Have I got any words?
Well, do you want to participate in this video beyond just sitting there?
It's 11:24 at night on a Saturday.
So let's
and we were supposed to start recording at 10 o'clock. So I kind of wish I was in bed right now.
No, fuck off. You'll be on Instagram at 7 a.m. still carrying this on. Who are you trying to kid? So, Charmaine is wearing a brand new dress. She debuted 2 years ago. And we're going to start with... I think we should start with Shah. We're all going to tell a very, very short anecdote. We've got 3 each. Whether we'll show you all, because that's 9 stories and that might take 40 minutes. Who's to say? We've already had a lot of booze as well, so we might be slurring, Nova especially. But Shah's going to start. We're going to ask her questions about the anecdote to determine if it's true or if she's in fact lying to us. And then we will reveal whether or not it is the truth or a lie. So, Charmaine, if you'd like to tell us your first anecdote, please, Charmaine.
My first anecdote is... My employers once received a 3-page complaint about me after I got involved in a heated argument with a customer about cheese.
So,
what? Right.
Off the bat, I feel like this is bullshit because Charmaine is not a very confrontational person. She's a pussy hole. She's a batty hole, and she runs from confrontation.
But customers can be arseholes. What was the cheese? Where was the cheese? What is this cheese?
Well, it was like cheddar and red Leicester and shit.
Are we talking about the bar?
Cheeses.
No, we're not talking about the bar.
Oh, okay. So this is a different employment.
Where were you working where you could moan about cheese?
I was working at the Holiday Inn Express Poole. Can I say that? Or will I get...
Well, you don't work there anymore, do you? You're not Case.
No, post it. I don't mind.
So, can we ask about what the complaint was about you got into a heated argument about cheese. What was the argument?
Yeah.
We've run out.
What were the customers saying? Like, you should go and get more cheese, and you were like, no.
What was it for? Like a sandwich or like?
It was. So we had a continental breakfast, and it was a busy like bank holiday weekend, and we just ran out of cheese. And we did more than we normally do on a bank holiday weekend, and I was told that I'd ruined this man's breakfast and I'd ruined his day.
Because you didn't have cheese.
To be fair, if you were staying in Poole, cheese might be the highlight of your day.
How many people, expect cheese with their breakfast?
Well, it was a continental breakfast.
No, I know, but
no one eats cheese. Europeans eat cheese with their breakfast.
Well, it's just so weird, isn't it? Why would you be that upset?
Do you have what do you have, a cracker and some cheese for breakfast?
A bit of ham, some salad.
A slice of salami and a grape.
Not a single one of those that you just mentioned did we have.
Okay, so what was the plate that you would serve?
What was the continental breakfast without the cheese?
It wasn't. So it was like a bit, not a bin, but like a bucket, like a little well, and we just had loads of bowls of shit in it. Not shit. And we just dumped little packets of cheese in it.
Oh, like the little individually wrapped ones that you get in bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So someone specifically came up to you as your role as a receptionist?
I was a kitchen attendant.
No, she
So
wasn't.
you
She
said-
worked on the desk.
You said this was
That's a lie.
3-page complaint.
Yes.
Have you got any highlights from the complaint you can share with us?
One that I can remember, or might have thought up, but can remember, throwing you off, was that they referred to me as, the boy who looked like a skunk because my hair is similar to it as now, not now, but my boy hair.
So
Where it's
dark on the sides. And
Well, where it's like dark on the sides, where my roots are, and then white in the middle, it was like that, and he said I looked like a skunk. That's the only thing I can remember from 3 pages.
Hang on, so wait. The story is that you got a 3-page complaint personally because you said to someone, well, there's no fucking cheese, what do you want me to do about it? Is that the story?
I was about 2 pages of it, and they said, what do you mean you've run out? I said, well, we don't have any left. We've done more than normal. And they said, well, you've ruined my day and you've ruined my breakfast. Get me a manager.
I think whilst this is a believable story, I don't think it happened to you.
Alright.
To be fair, I feel like the ones that Charmaine struggled to come up with stories for this game because she said to us that we know everything about her, which I find like some semi-believable, but there must be some really depraved shit we don't know about that she doesn't want to tell anyone. But I feel like that she was so stuck for things to think of that a story about cheese and the Premier Inn, Holiday Inn, whatever fucking shithole hotel you worked
Holiday
in
Express Poole.
is probably true. You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie. I think this happened to somebody else, so she got it from some TV show or something.
Oh no, I don't know now, Shah. This is fucking ridiculous story shit. What should we... Well, alright, what do you want to say? You want to say that? For the record, I would like to say that I don't agree with this, but we're going to say it's a lie, Shah. What do you think?
It's true.
I fucking told you it was true. I can't believe it. I'm doing the next one. Okay, so my first story is that when I went on holiday with my family when I was a child, I almost drowned because I went swimming in the hotel swimming pool and there was a poolside bar. You know, one of those bars that is by a pool so you can swim up and order a drink. The stools by the bar were these giant bollards that extended all the way down to the bottom of the pool. And I tried to slalom them underwater, but I got wedged in between them because I was a heifer, and I choked and I couldn't unwedge myself for a while, and I almost drowned.
Alright, well, you've left us to answer no questions about it, so that's great. Did you lose oxygen to the brain at any point? Because if so, I'm saying it's true.
Unconfirmed. Well, I managed to get my breath when I got to the surface, so I felt fine afterwards. I probably
You
didn't.
had a moment where you panicked.
I did.
Where were you?
How far apart were these stools that you were so big as a child that you got wedged?
They were sort of narrow. They were maybe about this far apart, something like that. They were quite close together, so you can understand why I would get wedged.
No, that's not why I'd say you would.
I don't think this happened. I feel like we would have had this story before.
You guys are missing the point of this. You have to try and trip me up. So you have to say, where was I on holiday? How old was
I asked you that and you ignored me.
No, because you didn't finish it. Charmaine asked the question, so you ask it again.
Where were you on holiday?
How old were you? Oh.
I believe it was Turkey.
Have you ever been to Turkey?
Well, surprisingly enough, Charmaine, yes, I have been, because I almost died there.
No,
You've eaten enough of them, but have you ever actually been?
Yes, I went to Turkey.
How old were you?
How old? Yeah.
See, that I don't really remember. I don't know how. Maybe like 10, something like that. I don't remember those things at the time.
I feel like when we were in the pool in Florida, you would have probably mentioned about that one time.
Yeah.
I don't like to bring it up because it's very traumatising. Also, you were chucking water in my face and I swallowed it then. It should have been I almost drowned in Florida because you wouldn't stop splashing me. Fucking, you were right, bitch, in that swimming pool.
Do it again. I don't know. I'm gonna say it was a lie.
I think it's a lie.
It was true!
What? How have you never told us this
It was true! I don't bring it up because it's a story about me being too big. I don't want that to be out there in the world, but I've finally done it. Now everyone knows. I have had a near-death experience and I drowned in Turkey when I was a fat kid.
I can't believe that. How big were you as a child?
I wasn't that big. I had miscalculated the spacing and I got wedged for a bit. All right. You know, I lived to tell the tale.
Never mind, eh? There's always next time.
So we're going to move on now to Nova's story, please.
Okay, so mine's not a story to begin with, it's just like a fact.
That's not how the game works, Nova.
Well, it still works. I have an uncle who lives in Los Angeles who is part of a very successful alternative South African rock band.
Okay, well,
Look at Shah's face!
what's the name of the uncle?
Robbie.
And the name of the band?
Tribe After Tribe.
Of course. Is it Ladysmith Black Mambazo?
Oh my god.
When did they chart? What decade? When did they last chart? With what? What song was it?
It would have been like maybe late 80s, early 90s.
So we now know officially that the singer in Nova's family is Nova's uncle.
The successful one in Nova's family is Nova's uncle. I almost feel like you've told me something about your uncle before being in a band.
I've
But I
heard of
don't
an
think-
uncle.
I think I've told you his name before because his name is literally Robbie Rob.
Yes, you have. That might be why it rings a bell. Can you shut that cat up?
No, Precious Bart is here.
Hello, Bart.
Choke it.
No, we're not choking him. He's lovely.
Hello, Bart. I'm going to go ahead and say this is true because I think
No.
you probably really struggled. Oh my god.
I think... What? Is it shirt? What is it?
Just hair.
Okay, well I'm going to say it's true, Nova, because
I'm
that was so
gonna
dark.
say that...
It's
Wait a
true.
minute, I'm gonna say... Because I vaguely have heard something about him before, but I think she's twisted the story. I think she has told me that he's in a band and his name is Robbie Rob, which I had an issue with, but I don't think they've charted or anything like that. I think she's twisted it, so I'm gonna say it's a lie.
No, it's true. Go on.
It's true.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Shy, it's your turn. If you look and you try and you won't find it, tribe after tribe.
Right.
Okay, Shah, we're ready for... No, Shah.
No, Shah. No.
Careful.
I'm not pulling him out, I'm just trying to make him look a little bit
Careful,
perky,
girl.
am I? Are you ready?
Yeah!
Oh, fab, thanks. When I was younger, my mum once auditioned me to be the Milky Bar kid for a TV advert.
No, that's absolute bullshit.
I
There is-
believe that.
No, there is no way.
I believe that.
I don't believe that.
I've seen pictures of you as a child and you do look like the Milky Bar Kid.
Alright, bit weird. I did, yeah, people used to call me all the time, my family and everything, so they had something. Like, my family used to say it, like, friends used to say it all the time, like, I look like the Milky Bar Kid, and they used to say it about my brother too, but my brother was too old.
I struggle to believe that Shah's mother would have the opportunity to take Shah to audition for the Milky Bar Kid, having been told that she looked like the Milky Bar Kid for years and years. And everyone was like, oh, you look like the Milky Bar Kid. And then, what are the chances that she'd be like, oh my god, there's an audition for the Milky Bar Kid?
I didn't say we went to an audition.
What did she say?
Yes, she did.
said-
I said she auditioned me, but it wasn't like an in-person audition.
So what?
It's like
did
the
she get
movie
some-
audition. She cut your foot
She
off.
took some headshots of you and sent them off.
Yeah, there were like headshots and stuff, and she said, like, there was like my school picture and stuff. And they were all sent off because there was an Easter campaign, and she sent them off to
So if you were successful with this, what would you then have done? What were you auditioning for?
If you'd have listened to my original little anecdote, no, I said she auditioned me to be the Milky Bar Kid for a TV advert.
How did she know where to send your headshots to?
Because my uncle is in some sort... I still don't know what he does even to this day. He's in some sort of, like... He's made, like, CD covers. He's like a graphic designer. He's done, like, CD covers for, like, Def Leppard and shit.
Your uncle is the one who designs those fucking board games.
Yes.
Don't you tell me that someone whose profession is to print out their own versions of Monopoly has links
No, that's not
to the Milky
his
Bar
job.
Kid.
That's his hobby.
And then he
Right.
also has the Milky Bar Kid on speed dial.
No. No, it was just in the industry. That's what he does. He does all the
I think
albums
this is
and stuff and
true.
shit. He's a
I
graphic
think
designer.
Well, your first story was true, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think this is a lie.
I think this is true.
No, I'm going with my one this time because
Alright, we'll go with yours, but I think this is true.
we're saying it's a lie, Shah.
In your own time.
It is, in fact, a lie.
I knew it! What a crock of shit!
That was a good one.
Never had so much shit in my whole life!
Everyone did say I used to look like him. I'll send you a picture that you can cut in somewhere where I literally look like him if I had glasses and a cowboy hat.
So my next one is that I thought long and hard about talking about this, but when I was either 12 or 13, thereabouts, I auditioned and almost got on Stars in Their Eyes Kids. No, don't! It's mortifying. Don't.
As
Who were you going to? Yeah, who were you
As
going
who?
to be?
I was going to be Darren Hayes from Savage Garden.
Doing Insatiable.
Yes!
What's that song you did about So Beautiful?
Cause
You
darling,
make-
you know that you make me feel
How
something.
far did you get in the application process?
I
No,
got
can
to
you-
the point
can
where
you give
I
us a-
sat with
can you-
Sorry?
Can you give us your serious Darren Hayes impression immediately?
So I auditioned with Insatiable, which had been out for like a year or so, but I had like the single.
You do sing that a lot.
I had the single for it, and I remember singing it, and I remember sort of learning what a falsetto was. So it was a
You
bit where it
fucking
was
haven't.
like, oh, I've forgotten how it goes immediately. No, this is so much pressure. This is what I didn't.
Turn the lights down low. Is that the right lyric?
That wasn't it.
My love for you, insatiable. Whoa, baby. That was it. That was my Darren Hayes. Well, I
This
didn't.
is such a lie.
How old were you?
I was about 12 or 13.
You would have been way too fat.
Nova, that is fat shaming. Also,
Listen, if we're gonna take your first story, then you were a big kid.
no,
so you
I
couldn't have
was
been
not
Darren
a big kid. I wasn't a big kid. I was a big teenager. I wasn't a big kid. I'm big now. Listen,
T.
when I was 12, I wasn't big.
Well, how old were
Listen,
you when you got stuck in between two bar stools?
that's because I'm telling you, they were really close together. It wasn't because I was a big heifer. Listen, we got to a point where I was. We went to Manchester. It was at Granada Studios, where Coronation Street is. We went to Manchester. It was me, my mum, and my dad, and we were talking with. I got past certain rounds where I had to sing in front of a bunch of people and like behind little tables in like a really shitty old like classroom situation, and then we had to sit down with like a costume person who would discuss like, okay, what would you want to wear? Like, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, like, I want like the whole thing. And I was like talking about like wearing a wig and stuff. That was as far as it got. I never like got into like costume and stuff.
Didn't he have like really short cropped hair?
It
I
would
will
be
tell
like
you
curtains.
for why this is a lie. Your parents would never have encouraged this. Never in a million
Yes.
years. They would have been
Yes.
like, oh, do shut up. You are not
Yes,
going on
that is
Stars
tea.
in the Rise for kids. Never in a million
Lel.
years. Okay, why didn't you go on it?
Because I didn't get on it. I didn't get
Too
through.
fat.
Did
They
they
can
not
only-
say why?
They just said, I'm sorry, but we've gone with other people. They didn't pick me. Maybe because Darren Hayes was a fucking shit person to do for a kid because no one cares about Darren Hayes. I signed up online. It was a really janky, like, dial-up, and I signed up for it online, and then I got a call to my house, and my mother answered it and then passed me over. And that's where she was like, who is calling you? What's going on? And I was like, they want to, like...
She would never have passed you over. She would have been like,
One
oh,
second.
okay.
She fucking did.
What's going on, Shah?
Alright, carry on.
I think this is a lie Because one, this
bare-faced
absolutely
lie.
would have come up as an anecdote for things in the past. You would have brought this up when we were doing Come Down With Me. You would have said this before. Also, your parents would never have allowed it.
I didn't get on.
Yeah.
I didn't get on.
The idea of you getting a phone call that your mother answers and her passing it on to you, she would never have done that. She would have been like,
And
why do you want to cheat?
This would have been back in... And this would have been back in the day, as if they did online auditions in the days of dial-up. Shove it up your ass.
Yeah, you're right. It would have been like send a letter to PO Box.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like 2003, so the internet was perfectly acceptable at that point.
It
but it
fucking wasn't, because I used to use it in
crappy.
2006 when I was in year 8, and it
Okay,
was not acceptable.
then
You're a
it
liar.
wouldn't have been an internet form. It would have been an email application at the very least. This is a lie. No, it isn't. Shut up.
No, it is a lie. However,
I almost said I was like...
I spent the afternoon looking it up, and it is filmed at Granada Studios. So shove it up your ass, because I did the research, didn't I?
Well, that's very embarrassing.
Well, we wouldn't have fucking known if you were telling the truth or not.
Well, I expected you to get your phone out and check it out. Let's learn a bit more about Nova's family.
The very first time I ever got properly blackout drunk, I was on holiday with my parents and I drank so much sangria, this is why I don't like sangria anymore, and I was 6 years old. Silence.
You were blackout drunk from drinking sangria when you were 6.
Yeah.
And where were you?
In Spain.
With your parents?
Yeah.
Shut.
Because your parents took you to Spain.
It was like a family holiday.
So you were 6, so who was there sibling-wise?
I'm saying 6, I was about that age. I actually can't remember how old I was. But it was just me. I was the only child at the time. I must have been 3 then.
So, that's
must
quite
have
a
been 3.
that's quite a substantial change if it was 3 all of a sudden. So you're saying
I'm not buying
sisters
that.
weren't there?
No,
Rachel wasn't there.
because I was on my own. So doing the maths, I must have been 3.
So you're saying that your parents gave you sangria?
Yeah. And I was comatose for
They gave you it.
a good 24 hours.
Listen, I could
maybe
imagine.
even longer than that.
Did they think it was something else? They thought it was like a juice box.
Yeah.
So when you tell us that the
She's
first
saying
time
that because you
were
threw her a
blackout-
lifeline. I don't believe that. No parents can be like, oh, I have some sangria to a fucking 3-year-old,
I was
excuse me, have you met Nova's parents? That's completely...
Yes, I have. They are very
unconscious,
irresponsible,
but-
so I will take that. But
I was
I do not
unconscious
think...
for more than 24 hours.
I don't know if I buy that the 3-year-old would be drinking sangria endlessly, because sangria is disgusting.
Do you know what? I will tell you something. Ever since they moved to Scotland, I do miss Sam and Mark McCann.
McCann?
That is some Madeline shit. Fucking giving you sangria so you pass out for 24 hours. Did they not take you to the hospital or anything?
No.
Right, this is a lie. There is no... To be fair, your parents, I do love them. But I do not believe that they will give you sangria to the point where you passed out unconscious for 24 hours and then they just didn't do anything. They were like, oh, he'll be fine in a bit.
For the first few hours, they thought I was sleeping. They didn't realise that I was unconscious. They thought I was
Right,
just
but after,
asleep.
after
I
about
will
12
say-
hours of sleep, you probably think, shit.
I'm going to go ahead and say, for the reason that I've met Nova's parents, I'm going to say it's true. It's true, right?
What do you think?
I've also met Nova's parents, and I don't think they are irresponsible enough to be like, do you know what? He's been asleep for 12 hours. We'll give it another 12 hours of him being asleep until we call someone. I'm going to say it's a lie. There is no way.
It is true. So they were staying in the equivalent of like an Airbnb, because that didn't exist. And we did go to Spain, and they had drinks in the fridge that they could use, and they saw these cartons, and it was all written in Spanish, and it had pictures of fruit on them, and I would not drink anything other than fruit juice as a child. It fucked up my teeth, so my milk teeth were all so fucked up. I would only have fruit juice, and so they gave me this entire carton of sangria, the entire thing. And I was, this is what they tell me, I was unconscious for over 24 hours, and they didn't realise at first, because they thought I was asleep, and then they were like, oh no, it'll be fine, and eventually it was.
I'm fuming. Why did they take it after 12 hours of a child sleeping? You'd be like, oh fuck.
It's really not great and probably very dangerous.
Esther Ranson's gonna love this.
As if you know who Esther Ranson is. How funny, Shah. Right then, Shah, your turn. Tell us a fucking story, please. She's got notes.
I once hooked up with the maid of honour's fiance at a gay wedding.
Wait, the maid of honour's
Fiance at a gay
Gay
wedding.
wedding.
So the fact that it was a gay wedding's got nothing to do with the fact that the maid of honour was a girl
Yes.
and
Okay.
she was engaged to marry separately, and that was a
Yeah,
guy.
she wasn't marrying one of the grooms.
But this just happened at a gay wedding that she was a maid of honour.
The maid of honour.
And her fiance was also at this wedding.
I just thought I'd throw gay wedding in there so I'm a bit progressive.
What's the name of the fiancé?
Had you met prior to this wedding, or was this the first time you'd met?
First time.
It's the first time.
Did you meet him after the wedding again? Was that the only time?
I've never seen him again.
Okay. Where did you do this at the wedding?
At the church hall and at his house.
Twice.
Where in the church hall? In the toilets?
In the confessional.
No, round the back of it.
Right, but how did this happen? Did you cross eyes, like across the altar, and you gave him a wink? How did you initiate this?
I went out for a cigarette and it was quite late into the night and he was also there. And I don't think I can't really remember. I wasn't drunk, but I had some wines. I wasn't like hammered, but I do vaguely remember, and I can't really remember how it was like initiated, but
Convenient.
and then he not dragged me, like not by the fucking neck.
Drugged
He
you?
like walked me round the back of this church hall and made out with me loads, and then persuaded me to go back to theirs for the after party, which I did do.
Bart
thinks you're full of
Bart
shit.
thinks you're full of shit. I think this is a story that you would like to tell people as being true.
I feel like you saw this guy and you wanted to climb him like a tree, and this is like the rewritten history that you've told yourself.
Yeah, but how many married men has Shah got on the go?
Well, this is also why I think she's told it, because it's
I
very
wasn't
believable.
married.
Oh, Bart's farted. Oh.
No. Sorry, that was me.
Farty Bart.
We got smell-o-vision. Fucking Christ.
Farty Bart.
I reckon this is a lie, but I think she's going to tell us it's true regardless because she wants to look like an edgy slut.
No, I think it's a lie. I think it's a combination of many things that have happened, but I don't think this particular situation happens.
But there's no way this couldn't be something that would happen. There's no weird, like, elements to the story where it's like I think it's true.
Bart thinks it's a lie.
We're officially going to say it's true.
The answer is...
You are
I
depraved.
told you she'd say it was true.
I don't believe it.
100% true. And I will show you the messages that
What have you been
I've
eating?
sent him a message
Cabbage
since,
bun.
but it wasn't that long after, saying, oh, you joined a brown too.
Right, we're going to move on now.
God, he
Alright.
stinks.
We're going to move on now to
so
the next
farty.
one. It stinks in here. It fucking stinks in here.
I've Nova farted again.
Nova smells like poo. Okay, alright. My last anecdote for you is when I was, I believe, 17, I had a job as a runner on a Jamie Oliver TV show, and I binned off my very first day and subsequently got fired because I wanted to go hook up with this one guy. So I binned it off and I went and I just got laid for a weekend instead of doing all this work, and then got fired from the show.
This was in London?
Yes?
Wait, just say that again.
No.
What was this job? Was it like how long was that the contract?
It was a placement, so it was for the length of the show, which was running for a couple of months. And it was a Jamie Oliver, like, cooking show. Some kind of, like, fucking...
What
whatever.
was the name of the show, please?
I don't remember. I don't remember the name of the show.
So this was
If I had a job on
you went
something,
to
I think I
uni.
might remember it.
This was before I went to uni, because I had a work placement with Channel 4 that branched off, and I got a couple of, like, jobs from that. And one of them was as a runner. So that's, like, the most entry-level shit you can do.
Yeah.
And it was for...
That is a lie. That is a lie right there, because you have never ran in your entire life. The only running you do is running out of patience with her. That's the only running. What kind of things? Who were you a runner for? Jamie Oliver himself?
No, it's for the
I don't
production.
think you really understand what a runner does.
It's just grunt work for the production team. It would have been involved anything from like fucking making like cups of tea for people to like cleaning up shit.
Do you mean it would have involved, as in like it would have if it had happened?
If I had actually got to it, yes, it would have been very basic shit.
Wait, so you didn't actually do anything? You just...
Well, I
were
never
going
got
to
there.
The
them.
theory is that she never even turned up for the first day.
I didn't go to it because I wanted to go get laid.
So the story was that I thought in my head that you'd said that you had started and then you left to go and get
No,
that.
she was given the job and then didn't turn up for the first day and got fired.
I worked with Channel 4. I had a placement with Channel 4, which I did go to, and I did complete the whole thing. But an offshoot of that was that I had this job with doing this Jamie Oliver fucking cooking show. I don't know what the name of it was. It was just some daytime cooking shit.
You've never told me that. I feel like you'd have told me that before. Although I might say it's true because you did do media, didn't you? And you never have actually ran anywhere, so that's still true because you didn't turn up. Well, I don't know, and I think also it might be true because you were quite a horny teenager. Can I say horny teenager?
You could, yeah, you can say that. I really fucking hope my parents aren't watching this.
She was a well-horny teenager. I'm gonna say it's... Wait a minute, I haven't done it. Yeah, you can't tell me. I'm gonna say it's true.
You guys both came to the conclusion that it was true.
Yeah.
It was a great weekend, though. If anyone wants to know, it was a great weekend.
Right.
Okay, it's Nova's turn now. I really hope my parents aren't watching this one.
So, the first time I ever did drag was when we did that Halloween night out at 29:30, wasn't it? That wasn't actually the first time I'd ever tried drag.
Oh my god, of all the secrets coming out tonight, I can't believe that.
I mean, if you can call it drag, the only person who knows this is Rachel. I had tried it once. I didn't have a wig, and I'd borrowed like a load of hair makeup. I had like... My hair was so unacceptable. So my boy hair, I had dyed the sides black, and the top was like a purpley lavender kind of colour.
So I dyed them black specifically for drag?
No, this is just my boy hair anyway. So what I did is I kind of like styled this in kind of like a pink kind of like look. So I did it like, I like sprayed it all up in like punk rock. So that I just had my normal hair. And I didn't follow any like tutorials or anything. I was just looking at...
She still doesn't.
Like really, really old Adore Delano, she wasn't even called Adore Delano back then, videos, and I just wanted to try it, and it was terrible, and there are no photos, but Rachel saw it, and I never brought it up because when you said that you did drag, I just thought it was really embarrassing, and I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, me too, because I genuinely thought that when I first saw you in drag, I actually thought it was really good. Don't know why, but
it was great.
My first
was
impression
great.
was just like, oh wow, this is someone who's actually really good. I'm not even going to pretend to mention because
and you maintain that to this day.
Me.
You maintain that to this day. It was
no, it was bad, but I didn't know any better.
So your first time in drag that we were aware of was the Buffy the Vampire one, right?
No.
No, it was Halloween.
Jeffree Star.
Well, yeah, but this was even before that. But
When did
officially,
you do
I
the
would
Buffy
say
one?
like proper drag, wearing a wig and everything was the Halloween.
And you had a name and everything. It was like the first time. Yeah, that was
this was even before Jeffree Star.
And where were you? You were at that bungalow you lived in, and it was in your room.
Yeah.
And you took pictures of yourself.
No, I took no pictures.
Rachel took pictures.
No, there are no
but
pictures.
Rachel saw it.
Yeah, she saw it.
I have to just say this is the biggest bunch of shit I've ever heard in my entire life for several reasons.
No, I don't. I have a feeling, and Nova, part of me thinks that it's a lie because Nova has proved to me, after the whole Drag Race UK Season 2 thing, Nova has proved to me that she's a well good liar.
I think Nova's first two stories were both true and she struggled to come up with a lie and this is it. I would have fucking heard about this. There's no way in hell this is the first time after 8 years
I think
I've
she's
heard
trying
of her
to
do this.
I think she might be trying to protect her dignity. of
No, Shara, it's a lie. Fuck off. It's not
I'm gonna say that she's been telling you all these years. That's the first time she did drag because she didn't want to seem shit before.
It's not even like a big.
But who cares?
It's not even like a big lie. But like at the time, I was just like, I'm not mentioning this because it's just gonna be.
I feel like it's something that she's omitted for all these years, and she's
I'm telling you,
I'm proud of you.
I'm telling you, it's a lie.
That's for
I'm telling you, it's a lie.
It's true.
It is a lie.
Bullshit.
God, you're stupid.
From the second she opened her mouth, I knew that was a crock. An absolute crock. She can't lie.
Believe me.
Okay, well, that was an evening we've had. I'd like to thank our special guest, Charlene Diamond Brown, for coming. And, if you'd like to follow Charmaine, then her credentials will be appearing now.
Charlene Plastic Beige.
They won't. You're going to cut them or something. You're going to put something in the way.
No, we won't do that. No.
I'm editing this one, so...
Oh, God, it'll be so boring. And, if you'd like to follow us, here's our information just here. There'll be a message afterwards about joining the Patron.
And there's absolutely nothing from Char because she's a lazy, lazy little bitch.
Poisonous, venomous little slut.
She doesn't do anything on her YouTube channel, so don't subscribe.
Charmaine has had footage that we shot with her doing a game of... What did we play with her that one time?
I don't even remember.
We played a game with her 2 years ago, and she's...
You've been playing a game with me for most of my fucking life.
And she's yet to upload this to her channel, so if you badger her and say upload the fucking video, she might do. But either way... Cheers then. Bye.
Can I just say that it was 1 year, because it came up in my memories the other day, so shut up your ass.
Say goodbye,
Cheers,
Charmaine.
Bye.
Join our Patreon, make your parents not proud.